That was some nice loot. Not terribly crazy, but nice regardless. Let's open this first.
To victory! Tear them
I'm running
apart!
at these people.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Looks like an open room. Let's save. I don't want to accidentally miss something. Continuing the quest. Okay, this looks like the end. I hope not.
Trail me. I wish there was another way.
Oh boy, my dog is in the middle of all of that.
Won't
Miri!
I always survive.
Don't die! She survived. It must suck to not be able to die. And then constantly get smacked by some people hoping to kill you. What?
I did as you
Bully
asked.
trap. Oh.
I found something interesting.
Ooh. Another key. Commander's Journal, second half. This tome has no beginning and most pages are missing. Its high quality parchment is stained so thickly you can barely read it. Serenith 44.99. Ruslan is in flames. The barbarians brought some dragons along. Instead of traders, there are crowds of hungry, tattered, wounded refugees moving along the shield road. Thanks to us, they can at least be safe from the bandits. But they can't go on like this any longer. Our three clans are utter bankrupt now. We're still here only because no one wants to lose face and leave first. Arodos 44.99. News arrived from the Silver Sheet Fortress. Borodas are leaving. Everyone curses them, but I'm secretly grateful. They've covered themselves in shame but let others keep face. Some try to look bold and claim skijaks and Langbook will manage without them. But everyone knows this is just empty bravado. This is the end of the Shield Road. Torovosh 44.99. We are gathering our possessions and get ready to seal the fortress. For a long time, for centuries or even for millennia. Until the day our descendant will come back here to claim what belongs to them. We must leave a lot behind. Well, at least we can properly use all these secret rooms. It's especially sad to leave the Searing Palm. There's no second furnace like this in the War River Kingdoms. Wouldn't be ashamed to offer Turok himself to work with it. So many enchanted arrows, swords, axes we have created in this furnace. So many trolls were eliminated by the enchanted burning steel. Alas, we can't take the furnace with us. We can only hope some trespasser won't find this fortress, and even if they do, they won't be able to get inside. We'll also have to leave behind the treasures hidden, and the palace near the watchtower can only be opened by representatives of all three clans together. When they unite their keys, and Verodas took theirs with them when they left, well, they had every right to do. The last secret room was sealed by Old's master of complex mechanism. He didn't even tell me how this machinery works. Just smirked like a madman and mumbled something about the sun that meets guests of the keep and moon that faces the sky furnace. We did that. Lamashan 44.99. We are leaving the fortress, which have been guarded by 3 generations of our ancestors for 300 years. We are walking back the road, paved by our great-grandfathers. The road we dedicated our lives to. Shield Road has become the road of shame to us. Not everyone succumbed to disgrace. The few desperados called themselves the Last Shields and took an oath to defend the road until their last breath. They're the ones who harbor the very spirit of the Dwarven King Tartuk had striven to restore. Those are the best among us. Too bad they will have to die alone in the wilderness. The young warg is one of them. He declined blank to leave his post at the watchtower. I left Langebrook's key to him. We hardly have anyone more worthy to keep it. Old Gorgon Skrujek stays with him, claiming he would better die as an old stubborn-head than a coward. I have nothing to answer to this. We've let our king and our ancestors down. Farewell, Bronze Shield Fortress. Sleep well, and dream of the day the dwarves will return. So much for that. None of them returned. Oh, troll! Whoa, whoa, you kobold! This troll's loot! Two huge trolls overhang the group of kobolds. They're pressing the huge fist against their hips and seem irritated. The kobolds, however, don't seem to be in any way disturbed by the threat trolls radiate. They rummage busily through the piles of stuff littering the stone floor. Looks like this is the stockpile the trolls had brought back from their recent raids to the neighboring village. Among the stockpiled stuff you can see some filthy rags, a broken table, a door which had been torn off the hinges, and a massive oak bureau. Tartuk spoils, alas, los. Agriculture see loot first, share later. Troubles rule. Kobold looks in the troll's eyes emotionlessly for several seconds and turns away, having lost the interest in the conversation. For a moment it seems the trolls will hit Kobold and smash him with a single blow of his huge fist. The second pass, and Troll still stands motionlessly over Kobold, who seems to ignore him completely. Agriculture will now. Agriculture and Tartuk punish you. Me tell him. The troll announces at last, stomping his feet indignantly. It's hard to say if Kobold understands the meaning of this claim. All the enraged trolls shouting has absolutely no effect on him. At the bureau open, Kobold fishes out a long black whip, raises it above his head and hisses triumphantly. Isn't that the special thing Bartholomew the Wizard also wanted to acquire? I'd like to have a closer look.
Die for me.
Me too. I want to. Probably something evil, I can tell. Alright, let's do a fireball. Clean out the smaller critters. They're more than I expected. Did I just cancel my healing spell? Oh, nice.
Repent!
Black whip. A black leather whip with an engraved handle. They're surprisingly light and easy to hold. There's something sinister about it. Oh no. Octavia trifles with the whip, eyeing it inquisitively. The black leather and the engraved handle of the same shade seems to reflect in the girl's eyes, which look somehow blackish themselves. Such an exquisite thing. The girl whispers with a gasp of pleasure. She waves the whip easily, listening joyful to the whoosh her new toy produces. Rag expressions looks like the grin of a wild animal, and you just can't figure out what's behind it. Pure admiration for the whip itself, or the Octavia playing with it, or the desire to know them both right here and now. Can I have it please? Pretty please? Octavia makes puppy eyes at you. What will we do with it, huh? Well, what kind of question is that? You're all grown up boy already, so guess yourself. Octavia looks embarrassed, but her eyes sparkle with tease. If you don't know yet, you will soon. Unless you seal up your ears with dirt when we set up a camp next time. Oh boy. Let me have a closer look at this thing. The whip is surprisingly sturdy and bears no signs of frequent use. Its black handle is made of bone, wrapped in a good leather. It even smells of leather, as if it was made just recently. When you take the whip in your hands, a soft, warm wave of energy runs down your spine. The whip practically begs you to wave it, to feel its impact. And it's cursed. Nice. Check out if there's any magic in this whip. The whip is definitely enchanted with several spells. You know about at least one of them that allows the owner to know the location of the thing. As for the other, you can feel some sort of energy and seduction in this whip. The spell seems to back you to use the whip, promising immeasurable pleasure to its owner. That sounds so evil. This thing is totally evil. Maybe you shouldn't use it? Octavia sighs irritated. Are you going to lecture me on morals and ethics? I don't harm anyone. Rack and I are just going to have some fun with this thing, that's all. She softens up all at once. We would just play a little, nothing more. What's the harm in that? Please? Please, please. You try to tell me what to do, you shouldn't. Everyone who tried it before met a bad end. A sinister smile flickers over Reg's face and sinks in the depth of his eyes. Chill out. We're just going to play a little with my Octavia. No one dies. I promise. Yeah. Take the whip for yourself. Give it to me. I will decide what to do with it later. I don't think this is something I should have them. Twister looks away, shaking his head ever so slightly. Octavia stands in hesitation for several seconds, then shrugs. Well, I get it. No means no. Reckon I will surely figure out what to do for fun, even without this thing. She grins and winks at you slyly. The sheaf always takes the best stuff. Even I recognize this as a law. Rek utters a guttural sound, clearing his throat. I don't want to use it myself. Don't even think about that. Just think it's evil. There's definitely something wrong with it.
Time becomes distance.
Ooh. This troll treasury reminds you of a city dump. Broken tables, smashed cupboards, doors ripped from their hinges, all taken from raids on human villages. Maybe you don't feel too bad killing them now. They still do stupid things. Alright, we got a bunch of keys, but let's check what's here first. Or we try to open the other doors. Okay, that's spiders. We still have the delay poison spell, nice.
We will prevail.
Oh, I got webbed.